Interpreter of Maladies by Jhumpa Lahiri. Doss family. The story begins with Mr. and Mrs. Doss and their 3 children, Bobby, Ronnie, and Tina. They are on vacation in India. Lahiri introduces the dynamics within the family, hinting at tensions and communication gaps. The tourist experience. Mr. and Mrs. Doss, along with their children and the Indian tour guide, explore various tourist sites in India. Lahiri paints a picture of the family's disconnection from the culture and the superficial nature of their interactions with the country. Communication breakdowns. Throughout their travels, there are noticeable communication breakdowns within the Doss family. These breakdowns reflect deeper issues in their relationships and their struggles to connect with one another. Mr. Kapasi, the tour guide. Mr. Kapasi, the Indian tour guide, becomes a central figure in the story. Lahiri describes his background as a once promising interpreter and his current dissatisfaction with his life. The encounter at the Sun Temple. The Doss family's visit to the Sun Temple becomes a pivotal moment in the story. Mrs. Doss shares personal details with Mr. Kapasi, revealing her discontentment in her marriage and her feelings of detachment from her children. Mr. Kapasi's fantasies. Mr. Kapasi develops a romanticized fantasy about Mrs. Doss, projecting his desires onto her. He imagines a relationship with her beyond their tour guide and tourist roles. Mrs. Doss's secret. Mrs. Doss's revelation about her youngest son's illness shatters Mr. Kapasi's illusions. Her confession highlights the complexities of human relationships and the burdens of secrets. The disillusionment. After Mrs. Doss's disclosure, Mr. Kapasi's fantasies are shattered, and he becomes disillusioned with the idealized image he had constructed of her. He realizes the limitations of his role as an interpreter and the complexities of human emotions. Return to reality. The encounter at the Sun Temple marks a return to reality for both Mr. Kapasi and Mrs. Doss. They confront the complexities of their own lives and relationships, each grappling with the consequences of their actions and revelations. The aftermath. The story ends with the Doss family departing, leaving Mr. Kapasi to reflect on the fleeting nature of their encounter and the deeper truths it revealed about human connection and the complexities of identity. The narrative concludes with a sense of unresolved tension and introspection. An Interpreter of Maladies, Jhumpa Lahiri delicately weaves together the complexities of human relationships and the search for connection. Through the lens of the Doss family's encounter with Mr. Kapasi, Lahiri explores themes of communication, identity, and disillusionment. The story serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of human connection and the profound impact of shared experiences, even within the confines of brief encounters.